Okay, let's get started. I know that my internet connection is not the best one, but we will try to do this review as good as we can. Please let me know if you can hear me, because this is like the most basic thing. And yeah, for all of you that you are new to my channel, thank you very much for tuning in. My name is Eleftheria and I am a front-end developer. In this video I will review some of your projects. If you also want to take part, then you can check the description box, and there you can find a way to participate with your own projects. The only thing that I need from you is a URL and your name, and that's it. Okay, some of you say that my voice is not very clear. I will try to have my microphone more clear to me, so maybe you can hear me better. Okay, now some of you say that you can hear me better, and I hope that's the case. If you see me looking from that way, is because I have like my monitor and I can see your comments and stuff like that. But if you see me like looking in this way, it's because I have the monitor with your projects that I'm going to review. Okay, I hope that you are all well. I hope that you are all fine. Leave me your comments and like say from where you're from and how is things in your country with the COVID-19, because my country, Greece, just got in lockdown again. So this is the second time that we are going into lockdown, but maybe I will have some more time to do reviews and videos that I hope that you will enjoy. Okay, cool. Now I can see your comments and I think that we are ready to start. Firstly, I want to show you some of the websites or the projects that people have sent me, but unfortunately I cannot review because they are in GitHub and I cannot review your whole pages in GitHub. So this is an example that I cannot work with that. Please do send me only your project. So don't send me your whole GitHub account. I cannot work with that. And also some people sent me their dev link, so their portfolio. Sorry. Also review your articles or something like that. Please, again, do send me only your project. Again, here I have another example of people sending me their GitHub. I have contacted all these to send me only a project of yours. This is another example, as I was saying, that I cannot review properly. This one, it's coming from Ki Hang. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing your name correctly. And you have like a very beautiful website. I've already checked it for tiles. And the first one is the About Me section. And here we can find a lot of information about you. This is very nice. There are some beautiful animation. Again, you have done like a really nice job there. I don't know if it's a template or you did all this work on your own, but either way, you've done like a really cool job with filling up everything. I like that I can see information from you. I like that I don't only see information that are related to your coding job, but I have a feeling that I know you as a person just by reading this About Me section. So I think that you have done like a really, really nice work there. Keep it up. And I can also see your resume and email and stuff like that. These two last tiles, I don't know what these things are. I cannot see them. So maybe if there isn't anything here, you could even like delete them or erase them. But all in all, you did a good job. And the other thing is my work. On my work, I can see things about your career and about side works. I think that careers should be in singular, not in plural. So let's click on the first one. And I can see here a lot of information about your work and your career, which again, it's something like really, really positive. And obviously about your side work. I like, again, as I said, the structure here, and it's easy to navigate, which is also a plus. And guys, like in the comments, if you have like anything else to add about this website, please feel free to add it, because this is an open review and everyone can suggest their own things. But so far, this is like a really good job. We can metrics. Here, when you hover over a circle, you can see the percentage. For me, my only suggestion there would be that someone maybe wants to see everything in once, and you cannot do that. For example, I want to see both in HTML and CSS your percentage, and I cannot do that. Maybe it would be easier if you don't have like this animation and just have like 85 or 90 or something like that. And you also have that here. Another thing that I personally at least believe is that it's a little bit weird giving a grade on yourself. So you think that you are like, let's say 85% on HTML, but how can you say that about yourself? Maybe you're 100% and maybe you're even less. I'm sorry about that. I do believe that you're really good in HTML because I have seen your work, but I mean, I found it a little bit weird of giving a percentage, giving a grade on yourself. But this is like my only suggestion. Yeah, now, sorry, I am looking on the second screen and I can see your comment, guys. Thank you, Aman, for your comment once again, and thank you actually for always being there. I guess those extra blocks below are for making the flow or just for better look. And yeah, and then the native programmer says, hello Eleftheria, waiting for my portfolio review. I will do that as soon as possible. This time, like, I have to review a lot of portfolios, a lot of work has been stacked, but stay tuned because I will do that quite soon. Okay, let's continue with the portfolio here, education, and on the education we have like this timeline. As I have said previously, I prefer the timeline to be vice versa. So you could start from 2019 and future and then go backwards. So the last thing would be 2013 to 2016, because this is usually how we write stuff. If you check LinkedIn, it's also how we do write stuff on LinkedIn. That's how we should write stuff on our resumes. So maybe you could think of like doing it the opposite way, start from 2020 and go backwards. Rather than that, everything looks like really, really cool, and I really like this whole template and this whole idea. Something else that we can see in this portfolio, and I think it's the first time that I'm seeing that, is that we have like these three things over here and we can completely change the look of the portfolio. This is amazing. So for now we have the flat here, and if I click on the neomorphism, I can see it in this way, and if I can click on classic, I can also see it in that way, which is again like completely different, and everything seems differently. I really love that small detail. My only concern would be this one, neomorphism, because I don't think that this is called neomorphism. So are you sure that we call that way neomorphism? I know that flat is like this design. I know that classic could be that thing or something else. Classic is a general way to describe something, because I mean, if this is something classic for you, then this is awesome, but I'm pretty sure that neomorphism is not that thing. Neomorphism is something else. But anyway, this is just a small detail, but make sure to check it, because as a designer you should also be familiar with that term, or maybe if a designer check out your work, he or she will be think that this is a little bit weird. Okay, let's also check one more your comments. Please do leave the comments, and I will do my best to read them. So awesome work, Eleftheria. I appreciate the consistency. Thank you very much about that. Like lately, I know that I have some internet connection issues. That's why I cannot do the live streams as often as I used to do them. But I hope that you can still enjoy them, or you can still enjoy the pre-recordings ones. Okay, cool. I also checked the same website in mobile, and it looks like really cool. Let's do that once again. Guys, do check out always the mobile version of your website, because more and more people are looking websites through their mobile phone and not their laptops or like their desktop. So do pay attention on that as well. For me, I checked that site and it looks like really cool, but usually there are some issues in responsiveness, there are some issues with the animations, and like a hover effect won't work in a mobile. Hover only works on a desktop mode, so also like be careful with those little things. Alright, that was the first website, and let me know what you think, guys. I will continue with the second one, which is what I can do. And let me know if you can hear me well, because I think that it's not very clear for you. Anyway, let's keep going with the second one, which is coming from Pratham, and it says, hey there, I'm Pratham, front-end developer. And then we have a really cool image. I do like that. And then we have the About Me section. In the About Me section, just try to have some consistency. So if you have like this image here, then I would suggest you also to having an image here, or you could not have an image at all because you already have it here. So you don't need having an image 2 times, okay? And you have your hello, and then you're starting talking about yourself. Do notice that sometimes you're not using dots. For example, here you should have a dot, and there are some other times that you don't use space. For example, here you have I have a passion, but you should have also a dot right here. Okay, other than that, just pay some attention with the photos. Maybe you want here a more professional looking photo. I don't suggest you to go out there and find a photographer to have a professional photo, but something that you could do is to take a photo with like good lighting and then remove the background. There are many free tools that they can remove the background, so you will have something white there and it will like look really good. And yep, that's about it for the About Me section. Now the other thing is the projects. And for the projects, you have done like quite a good job. I appreciate that. But I had the feeling that I would be able to see more information. Like when I click here on something, I thought that I would be able to see more information, and I'm afraid that I can't. I know that I can click on GitHub and I will be transferred there, but I would like to see more information because we are talking about the projects. I would really enjoy to see things on how you build something. And something else that maybe I would change is that you have like this shadow, and sometimes the shadows give you a feeling from an old website. So like if you want to have like a more modern feeling, I would suggest you to dig out the shadow. You don't really need that. But yep, other than that, again, you did a good job there. And guys, if you have like any suggestions for Pratham, do leave a comment, and again I will check it out. Aman says that he knows that guy, and yeah, that's cool that you know him. Okay, let's continue with the timeline. For the timeline, we have Hello World, and we start from 1999, and we can expand. Here I can see the same problem or same issue that we discussed about in the previous website, that you shouldn't start from the day you were born, like 1999, but you should start from the day that we currently have. So start from 2020 and go backwards. And also, every time that you have the start, make the year with big letters with a big font size, like for example 2020, and then continue with a smaller font size. So we know exactly what year we are talking about, because in a timeline, this is like the most important thing. I don't know if you guys agree with me, so again, do leave a comment. And let's keep scrolling a little bit more. I will collapse the timeline, and then we have what I can do. Here I would suggest you to leave maybe 2 spaces here or change completely the font family, because I had the feeling that everything is stuck, like I wasn't sure if there is a space here or not. And if you want the user to read something, you should try to have a clear font family, and I feel that this font family is not that clear. Again, here you're changing the font family, and here you're changing again the font family, so you have 3 different font families. I would suggest you to stick to 2. Again, I don't know, guys, if you agree with me, so do leave a comment, and I hope that you have the same feeling as I have. Okay, cool. Let's continue a little bit more. Then we have like the footer, the last section, and I do like how you have like everything sorted out here. And something that I did notice is that icon. It's the first time that I'm seeing something like that. Let's talk. It's cool, it's a nice addition, and obviously it's nice that I have all your social media links here, but I can see that I have them 2 times. Again, I have them once here and once here. I think that again you shouldn't have them like 2 times. 1 time it's good enough. Okay. Alright, and the other thing that I noticed when I was checking your website in a mobile form is that there are some issues in responsiveness. Do check it out also by yourself, but you will see here that I have some issues, like I can go left and right. I shouldn't be able to do that. And again, here this icon, I cannot see it very clear. On the projects, I don't know, they look quite weird. I don't really understand them. I would prefer also to see a title above the images. And then the timeline, it also has some problems. As you can see, I can go left and right. And again, here some problems with the responsiveness. Okay, pretty much that's it. I think that you did a good work, and I can see a good amount of your work. I can see your projects. If you also have articles, do add them. I like that I can see your social media. I like that I can see a photo of you, but I think that I have suggested some things that they could be changed, and your portfolio would look even more clear, more modern, and people would be able to understand even quicker your work. Okay. I can see now some of your comments, and Aman says, try zooming in or out and then reset. Sometimes Chrome does that mess. I know that it does that, and every time before I start reviewing a website, so before I start the video, I always check it. So I always will I will refresh the website, and I will also check it in different forms, in different mobiles. I know that sometimes iPhone have a problem with that, whereas Android phones don't do that very often, but I did have the same problem with the other versions as well. Anyway, the last thing that we can check is that it has the 2 different modes, the dark one and the light one, and I do like that the default one is the dark one. As I have said, I prefer the dark modes rather than the light modes, but this is like a really good job. And yep, here I can see actually that there isn't any problem with the responsiveness, which is a good thing. So maybe it was only something in iPhones, I don't know. But I like, again, the colors, and I like all the details that I can see here. Okay, let's continue with the 3rd one, which is coming from Sarah, and Sarah also has the 2 different modes, the light one and the dark one. When I hover over here, the lamp goes off. Maybe you could do that in a white and not black, because it disappears. But rather than that, I like the simplicity. I like that it's white. I like that it's minimal, and I can find all the information like really quickly. I do like the minimal animations and some hover effects that Sarah has. She's a front-end developer, and I can quickly see her stack. This is really good because people just want to see your website, and unfortunately they won't devote too much time. If a hiring manager, if someone from HR has to look a lot of websites, trust me, they are not going through every small details, so they just want to see things very quickly. And I feel that Sarah has done here a really nice job, because I can see her name, I can see that she's a front-end web developer, and I can see her stack. These things are really, really important. If I scroll down, I will see also her projects, and I know that if I go to GitHub, my suggestion here is to open in a different tab, so the user won't have to go front and back. I can also see the live code, the live story URL, which is also a nice addition. I would prefer, Sarah, if you have like any articles, do add your articles here on your website. And I also like that you have a contact form, and I can see your GitHub, LinkedIn, Twitter, and email. If you have more information, feel free to add them. If you have, like, for example, your skills or hobbies or other things that you have worked on, do add them as well. I checked your website in a mobile form, and it looks like really cool. For example, here I'm on iPhone 6 and I don't have like any issues. I'm pretty sure that if I checked it on other websites, again, you will have done a really, really nice work. And now let's go on the last one, which is coming from Salvador. And thanks again for submitting, guys, your project. As always, in the description box you can find a link to submit your own project. And here Salvador says that he's a web developer, awesome, and it has view my projects and contact me. Something that I noticed is that on contact me you have a full stop, whereas in view my projects you don't. I would suggest you to remove the dot from here, you don't need it. Usually when we have 3 to 4 words, we don't use full stops, so yeah, you can just delete that one. And here I cannot scroll left or right. The only thing that I can do is to go in the about me section, blog, work, or contact. So in the about me section, I can see again a lot of things. I like that you have used big font size and the nice clear font family. Keep that. I can see the languages, the frameworks, and the skills. All of them are like really, really nice. I like that you have both icons and some text. This is something full, and this is something that everyone can understand easily. Do keep that as well. And then we will continue with the blog. On the blog, I've been transferred to Node, I think, if I'm correctly. Yep. So this is also something good, something positive. Then we have your work, and in the work I like that you have used this minimal, like it is minimal, and again I can see everything quite okay. Let's continue a little bit more with the last section, which is the contact form. In the contact form, again, you have this get in touch and the full stop. Maybe I wouldn't use the full stop here because you don't need it. If I click on send, I cannot send it because I haven't filled the form. So this is also something nice, because I see that a lot of people forget to have the field or to have the mandatory fields. And if I want to go to the homepage, I would have to click here. Alright, Salvador, maybe something that I'm missing from you is having your social media links. Even if you don't have Twitter, or even if you don't have like GitHub, which I know that you do have, at least add your LinkedIn here. Maybe you could also add an image of you, and this would make the page look even more complete.